Think about your garage or the back of your closet for a second. Is there a pair of hiking boots sitting there, gathering dust? Or maybe it's those running shoes you haven't laced up in years, or even just a gardening kneeling pad that hasn't seen the soil since last spring. You tell yourself, I'm just getting older. It's normal to slow down. You assume that the heaviness in your legs, that split-second hesitation before you step off a curb, or the way you now look for the elevator instead of the stairs, is just the price of aging. But what if I told you that logic is fundamentally wrong? What if that pair of boots isn't gathering dust because you got old, but because your engine is starving? Let me tell you about Robert. At 65, Robert didn't have a catastrophic fall.
He didn't break a hip. Nothing dramatic happened.
It was much quieter than that.
He just stopped.
First, he stopped walking the dog because his calves felt like lead weights. Then, he stopped joining his grandkids at Disneyland because the idea of walking all day terrified him. He was losing his world, inch by inch. He thought his legs were just wearing out like old tires. But here is the truth that changed everything for him, and it's going to change everything for you today. Your legs aren't wearing out. They are withering away because they are hungry. There is a silent thief called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. It doesn't care if you are rich or poor. It starts stealing your strength in your 40s, and by your 70s, it can take nearly half of your muscle mass if you don't intervene. But here is the good news, the secret that most doctors don't have time to explain during a 15-minute checkup. This process is reversible. Your body is not a broken machine, it is a regenerative system waiting for the right fuel. You don't need a gym membership, and you certainly don't need expensive pharmaceutical drugs to fix this foundation. You need to go to the grocery store. In the next 15 minutes, I am going to walk you through a specific, 6-step nutritional protocol. We are going to replace the foods that are draining your energy with 6 powerhouses that act like premium fuel for a vintage car. We are going to rebuild your legs, from the cellular level up, so you can dust off those boots and get back to the life you deserve. Are you ready to stop slowing down? Let's get to work. Medical experts have a fancy name for what Robert, and millions of seniors across America, are experiencing.
It's called sarcopenia.
Now, that sounds like a scary medical condition, but if we translate it from the original Greek, it literally means poverty of flesh. Think about that phrase for a moment. Poverty. When you experience financial poverty, you don't have enough money to pay the bills. When you experience sarcopenia, you don't have enough muscle currency to pay the bill for simple movements, like climbing a flight of stairs, carrying a bag of groceries, or even pushing yourself out of a deep armchair. And here is the kicker, this doesn't happen overnight. It is a slow, silent leak. Most people assume muscle loss begins when you qualify for Social Security. That is a dangerous myth. The biological reality is that your muscle mass actually peaks around age 30. From that point on, if you are not actively doing something to stop it, you naturally lose about 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every single decade. By the time you blow out the candles on your 70th birthday, you could have lost up to 40% of your muscle mass. Imagine losing 40% of your car's engine power. You press the gas pedal, but the car barely accelerates. That is exactly what is happening to your legs. The power fibers, the ones responsible for catching you when you trip, are the first to go. I want you to think of your body like a retirement savings account. Every day, just by living, aging, and dealing with inflammation is eating away at your balance. If you stop making deposits, if you stop giving your body the raw materials it needs, you eventually hit physical bankruptcy.
That's when the cane comes out.
That's when the walker becomes necessary. That's when you start saying no to life because you can't afford the energy cost. But I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this because that check engine light is flashing, and you can still fix it. Unlike a bank account that can disappear forever, your muscles are incredibly resilient. They are desperate to rebuild. They are just waiting for the right building blocks. So, let's stop the withdrawals and start making some massive deposits. Let's head to the kitchen and look at the first of our 6 nutritional pillars. This one is going to surprise you.
Number 1.
Sweet potatoes, the premium fuel. Let's start with energy. If your legs feel heavy halfway through a grocery run, it's usually an energy management problem. Our first pillar is sweet potatoes. But hold on, I'm not talking about the Thanksgiving casserole buried under brown sugar and marshmallows. That is a sugar bomb that will crash your energy an hour later. I'm talking about the complex carbohydrate powerhouse inside. Your leg muscles, the quadriceps and hamstrings, are the biggest muscle groups in your body. They are gas guzzlers. They need glycogen. Think of white bread or sugary snacks as paper in a fire. It burns up in seconds. Sweet potatoes are like a slow-burning oak log. They release energy steadily over 4 to 5 hours. Plus, they are packed with potassium. Many seniors in the US struggle with high blood pressure and try to cut salt. Sweet potatoes help balance your electrolytes naturally, preventing those sudden muscle twitches.
Ditch the boiling water.
Slice them into wedges, toss them in olive oil and rosemary, and roast them. It changes the starch structure and tastes incredible.
Raute 2. OATs, the endurance builder.
Next, we have the breakfast of champions, but there is a trap here you need to avoid: oats. Walk down the cereal aisle, and you'll see instant oatmeal packets. Please, leave those on the shelf. They are often processed to the point where they are just one step away from pure sugar. You want steel-cut or rolled oats. Why? Because of a specific fiber called beta-glucan and a mineral called magnesium. The night cramp connection. How many of you wake up at 2 a.m. grabbing your calf because of a painful Charlie horse? That is often a magnesium deficiency screaming at you. Oats are a fantastic source of magnesium, which helps your muscles relax after a long day. If you don't like standing over a stove, try overnight oats. Soak them in almond milk or regular milk in the fridge while you sleep. By morning, they are soft, ready to eat, and they act like a time-release energy capsule for your morning walk.
Number 3.
Avocados, the internal WD-40. Now that we have energy, we need to talk about the joints.
If your knees creak like an old door hinge every time you stand up, you need lubrication.
Enter pillar number 3, avocados. I know, back in the 90s, we were told to fear fat. We were told fat makes you fat.
But your joints?
They love fat, specifically the monounsaturated fats found in avocados. Think of this as internal WD-40 for your knees and hips. These fats contain oleic acid, which is scientifically proven to lower inflammation markers. The absorption factor. Here is a secret: if you eat a salad with just greens and fat-free dressing, you are wasting your money. Your body needs fat to absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. Adding avocado to that salad unlocks the nutrients so your body can actually use them to repair your legs. Swap out the mayo on your sandwich for mashed avocado. You get the creaminess without the processed inflammatory oils.
Number 4.
Salmon, the inflammation firefighter. Pillar number 4 is the heavy hitter for pain relief: salmon. We all know omega-3s are good for the heart. But for your legs? They are like nature's ibuprofen. They work systemically to turn down the volume on inflammation in your joints.
Now, I hear you.
Fresh wild-caught salmon costs a fortune.
And you rewrite.
But you don't need the fancy fillet from the seafood counter every night. Canned wild-caught salmon is one of the best-kept secrets in the grocery store. It's affordable, shelf-stable, and here's the bonus: it often includes the soft, edible bones. That gives you a massive calcium boost for your thigh bones, femurs, which need to stay rock hard to support your weight. Action plan: mix a can of salmon with some mustard and herbs to make salmon cakes, or toss it on top of your salad. Aim for twice a week to keep the inflammation fire extinguisher ready.
Number 5.
Berries, the rust removers. As we age, our circulation, the plumbing system, starts to get a little rusty. If you have cold feet or notice your legs take forever to recover after a walk, you need berries.
Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries.
Oxidative stress is basically biological rust. It attacks your muscle cells. Berries are packed with anthocyanins, the pigments that give them that dark color. These are powerful antioxidants that scrub away that rust. The microcirculation boost. Studies suggest these compounds help improve microcirculation. That means they help open up the tiny capillaries in your legs, delivering oxygen-rich blood all the way down to your toes. Don't worry about them going bad in the fridge.
Buy them frozen.
Frozen berries are picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen, locking in the nutrients. They are cheaper and perfect for tossing into yogurt or oatmeal. Number 6. EGGS, the master builder. And finally, we arrive at number 1. The cheapest, most complete muscle-building food on the planet: eggs. For years, eggs were demonized because of cholesterol. But modern science has largely cleared them for most people, and for seniors, they are non-negotiable. The muscle switch, leucine here is the key. Muscle building requires a trigger. That trigger is an amino acid called leucine. Eggs are packed with it. As we get older, our bodies become anabolic resistant. That means we need more leucine than a 20-year-old just to get the same muscle-building effect. Eggs provide that high-quality protein in a package your body can easily absorb. And please eat the yolk.
That is where the vitamin D lives.
Vitamin D is crucial for preventing falls. Without it, your muscles lose coordination. Hard boil a half dozen at the start of the week. Keep them in the fridge. When you need a snack, grab an egg instead of a cracker. It's instant fuel for your foundation. So now you have the 6 pillars: sweet potatoes, oats, avocados, salmon, berries, and eggs. But having the ingredients is only half the battle. You need to know how to combine them to unlock their full potential. Did you know that eating eggs with your salad actually makes the salad healthier? Let's talk about the synergy strategy next.
Now, you have the list.
But eating these foods randomly is like having a pile of bricks without a blueprint. You need a strategy. The biggest mistake I see seniors make is what I call the protein backload. You have coffee and toast for breakfast, a light salad for lunch, and then a huge steak for dinner. Here is the biological reality: your body is not a storage unit, it is a factory. It can only use about 25 to 30 grams of protein at a time to build muscle. Anything extra at dinner doesn't make up for what you missed at breakfast. You need to spread it out. Have your eggs in the morning.
Have your salmon or leftovers at lunch.
Feed your muscles a steady stream of building blocks throughout the day, not just at the finish line.
Synergy Combo Route 1. The absorption key. Next, let's talk about food synergy.
This is where 1 + 1 = 3. Take oats and berries. Sure, they taste good together, but chemically they are partners. Oats are rich in plant-based iron, but your body struggles to absorb it. It's locked away. Vitamin C is the key that unlocks that iron. By adding berries, which are rich in vitamin C, to your oatmeal, you are literally doubling or tripling the amount of iron your blood absorbs. You get more energy without eating more food.
Synergy Combo Route 2. The fat vehicle.
Another powerful combo is sweet potatoes and healthy fats, like avocado or olive oil. Remember that vitamin A in the sweet potato that fixes your muscle cells? It is fat soluble. That means it needs a vehicle to move into your bloodstream. If you eat a plain sweet potato with nothing else, a lot of that vitamin A slides right through your system unused. Add a slice of avocado or a drizzle of oil, and you build a taxi for those nutrients to get exactly where they need to go. So, we have the fuel, and we have the strategy. But one question remains: where do you start? Let's wrap this up with a simple challenge. We started this video looking at a pair of dusty hiking boots and a fear of losing independence. I want you to remember one thing: aging is inevitable, but weakness is optional. Your body is the most incredible machine ever designed.
It forgives. It repairs. It rebuilds.
But only if you give it the raw materials to do the work. Those 6 foods we talked about: sweet potatoes, oats, avocados, salmon, berries, and eggs, they aren't just groceries. They are a prescription for freedom. They are the ticket to walking your daughter down the aisle, chasing your grandkids, or just enjoying a sunset walk without pain.
So here is my challenge to you.
I don't want you to overhaul your entire life overnight.
Just start with tomorrow morning.
I want you to try the 3-pillar breakfast for just 7 days. A bowl of oats with berries, and 1 or 2 eggs on the side.
That's it.
Try that for 1 week, then come back to this video and tell me in the comments if you don't feel a difference in your energy and stability. I read every single comment, and I want to hear your victory story. Now, nutrition fuels the car, but you still need to turn the key to start the engine. That key is movement. In our next video, I'm going to show you a simple 5-minute living room leg workout designed specifically for seniors. No gym required. Click that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss it. You have the fuel, now let's get moving. I'm Daily Health 365, and I'll see you in the next one.
Stay strong.
The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Please consult your doctor before making dietary changes.